Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Well, here's one of the standout names of his day, Jim, Dragan Stojkovic.
Yeah, Peter, there was a time when the Balkans produced an incredible number of truly remarkable footballers, and out of them all, he was probably the best, at least technically, I'd say.
And the crowd love him. They're chanting his name. He is their hero. There's little doubt about that.
Well, they can hope for some more heroics here, I guess.
Now it's Drogba. That's a good ball out wide. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Messi has it out wide and in space. He leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Now it's Schneider. Pass is just off target.
Schneider clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Great vision. And he was quick to react. Spread out to the left. Ødegaard. Now then, the ball's come loose. Traumeri. That's a sharp pass. Ødegaard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Messi. No, it's come to nothing. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Yamal, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Ødegaard. And this is Lewandowski. Gives it back. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, well played. And it's Tchouaméni. De Paul. Lewandowski. A header! No, not the best of headers. And he cuts out the supply. Tries to pass it through. Neymar. Aims beyond the defence. Alex Grimaldo delivers. And that's the keeper's ball. That is good alertness. Threads one in. And this is Schneider. He is through here. That's a good foray he's making. Stojkovic. De Paul. Neither side yet able to find the net. That is good progress on the left. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Rudiger spots it and intercepts. Ødegaard. Over to the right flank. Now it's Yamal. He's got away. Big chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's gone back to the keeper. Zaire Emery. Ødegaard. Oh, super ball. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Arsenal! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
After 36 minutes is...
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That is a more than decent save from the goalkeeper. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Arsenal. Oh, he's been caught. And a chance! Corner number 2 then. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Arsenal couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Schneider. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. So, third corner of the game. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cleared without hesitation.
Has been indicated.
Oh, he couldn't get hold of it.
Drogba really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Vieira! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vieira actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And this is Messi, crosses it in here.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Terrific effort! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Barcelona are still behind by 1, despite having a golden opportunity to equalise. Barcelona finding themselves behind by just 1 goal at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution in progress.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Knocks it into space. Bale finding himself in space. Zaire Emery. Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Schmeichel. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's destined for the flank. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Always got... Odegaard! Oh, good finish. Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Substitution.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
Van Dijk.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Grimaldo. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Ronaldo. And this is Bale. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's heaved it away. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. No, that's been intercepted. Looking for options for movement. Rudiger. That's going wide left. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. De Paul. And he's managed to get free. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Beckham looking to receive it in space. Grimaldo. Van Bronckhorst cuts it out. And here's Yamal.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Yamal. Van Bronckhorst wins the duel this time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
75 minutes played. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's made its way to him. Zaire Emery. Look at the space here. And this is Neymar. He's having a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Has another go! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
Number 2, Chouameni. Number 23, Rodrigo de Paul. Coming on the field, number 15, Messi. Number 5, Locatelli. Number 6, Alexander Arnold.
Oh, easy pickings there. Alexander Arnold. Good running, strong and purposeful. Neymar. And this is Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Grimaldo makes the interception. Vieira, looking for the run. That has been cut short. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Zaire Emery. Nicely weighted ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Neymar. He's found a way through. That's very neat. And this is Lewandowski. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Can he spark a counter here? Rudiger gets a foot in here. And that's it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in
Your
the
reflections then,
areas shown
Jim.
on this map. Thank you very
Barcelona
much for your
desperately
cooperation.
failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Thumbs up.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The fans have pulled out
welcome
all
to
the stops
today's
to make
match.
this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
PCPS 5.
And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy Manuel Neuer claimed once that he had a catalogue in his head of all opponents. You won't think it, but there's so much detailed work behind everything he does. This is what keeps him ahead of his opponents and his contemporaries.
Wonderful from Saviola!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And the finish! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Deftly away. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shot a goal! Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's an excellent interception. Thuram does really well there. He is strong. Xavi Alonso. Can he get on the end of this? Best receives it in a good position here. Best unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Beckenbauer. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Xavi Alonso is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's rather hopeful! this looks sharp. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Xabi Alonso wins the duel this time. And here's Saviola.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's had it nicked away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And this is Saviola. Best, a player who needs no introduction. And he was quick to react. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive. And it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Now it's Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's heaved it away. And it's Xabi Alonso. Looking to play him in. Eto'o. Nice interception, well timed. Mbappe. Vieira. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. That should get the job done. Tries a deft little ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. BG Packham United have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Can he finish? Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Not the most accurate pass. Eto'o wants to run onto this. And this is Xabi Alonso. Oh, he's been caught napping. Decent chance! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
PS5.
BG Packham United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's Drogba! Denied by an instinctive save.
Drogba is offering a right smile there.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Cleared away. Stam. And Bronkhorst has it out. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Probably be looking to play it square from here. So who's he going to be aiming for here? A sensational save!
Minutes added time.
Xabi Alonso. Torres making good progress. Fernando Torres. On a strong run here. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And we come
Well,
to you
both
now with a
half-time
quick
team talks
request
will
for
undergo
support
change now.
for our
One
World
will be
Charity
solid,
Fund.
the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitution in progress.
The second period is underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Eto'o. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Xabi Alonso. And he's gone backward here. All right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Messi is standing over this one. Messi! But he's left disappointed.
Messi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Over to the right flank. Now, can they get him away? Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. No foul, says the referee. Now, who's going to be first to this? Thuram. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that looks a decent ball. And that is well cleared. Van Bronckhorst made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And the pass is intercepted. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Xabi Alonso has created one goal already. Well-timed, excellent interception. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Xabi Alonso. Gilberto Silva. It's a pretty loose pass. Beckenbauer. Xabi Alonso. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Torres, and he welcomes it in, and he shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
A case now of complete control. And it's Fernando Torres. No, it's come to nothing. Looking for options for movement. Nicked it back promptly. Albert Ferrer. Now Gilberto Silva. Saviola. Oh, he's tries a shot! And he's stuck it away. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. BG Pathum United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And he's managed to gift it back. Saviola. Saviola proves just a little bit too strong. And that's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Xavi Alonso. Nice bit of trickery. And here's Torres.
Barcelona are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a...
Goes for a shot! Wonderful from Saviola! That is a gem! An absolute gem! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
How many? Just how many? Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Saviola! In he goes again. Oh, he really got hold of that. Nesta. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He has found a way through. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, shooting chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And he's there to get it away. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. He's having a hit! Pulled out the best in the keeper. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Now it's Saviola. And the referee brings it to a close. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here. Simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
This is a lost children's
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. it all looked a bit lost.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled
today's
out all the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought...
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Stojkovic. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Lampard. And Messi! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. It's a threatening ball. Chance for a shot! And a neat finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
We're looking at a different game now.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And he welcomes it in. Del Piero was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Threads one in. Great vision. Del Piero. Well, that's cause for mild irritation. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And he's there to belt it away. Nicely weighted ball. Has a look and plays it forward. He's a sharp little ball here. Del Piero! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's having a hit! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
McAllister goes short. He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Oh, he's been caught on it! And one more try! It's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And here's Haaland. Pleasingly open affair so far. Goals wherever you look. That's destined for the flank. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Cherky with the foul. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Foot in. Lampard really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Drogba. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cherky. Haaland. And it's McAllister. This is a promising build-up. And here's Mbappe. And he's going for goal! Boy, he struck that clean.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that is well cleared. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's come to nothing. McAllister. Looking for the run. And he's managed to get free. Now he's got space here. Leicester did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Mbappe. Bensebaini kept his eye on it, and he's there. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And that has not gone well. Spread out to the left. And smartly reclaimed. Oh, there's a probing ball. Vieira. Bensebaini. Haaland. Mbappe. Here's on. Can he finish? He's keen, determined to have his say.
Laos really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Messi. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. And the shot's on. There's the shot! Gets a good foot in there. And for the first half, that is that. Manchester United are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far.
And a quick announcement today that
the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2.
Substitution.
Manchester Manchester United get the ball rolling for the second period. Tries to pass it through, and this is Bale. Bale puts the ball in. Cherky, who does have an assist to his name. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's having a go! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's a good ball out wide. Nicked it back promptly, and here's Haaland. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now this could be a chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. That's a sharp pass. Oh, played right into his path. It's Bale! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance. And it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
That's a cute ball. Now that looks a decent ball. McAllister. And this is Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking. Messi considers his options. So, to pass or to shoot, that is his question. Oh, good stop, it had to be. He's done very well to get to that.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And now they can spring out of defence. And now they can clear their lines. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And here's the chance to counter. That has ended up in no man's land. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Tries to play it through. He's picked his way through. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, what a ball! Messi. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he get on the end of this? Now, can they get him away? Tries a shot! Del Piero made a good run there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved.
Here's a chance! Fantastic from Lampard! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they've got their lead back. He gave it plenty and some. Crashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This to be all square. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Laos dragged themselves back again.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you...
And the shot! It's going to be another throw. And he's managed to gift it back. A good-looking ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Can he get onto this? Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Shoots! Off the post! That's going to go a long way. Cherki. Nice-looking ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Manchester United, big chance! Oh, what a big quick... Oh, what has happened here? Thuram. Messi. Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red, it is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Where it came from. Haaland. And that is a little under... Hazard! Hazard! The man's a genius! About as smooth as it gets. And right near the end, we have parity. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. 5 minutes to add. Oh, that's well spotted. Stam spots it and intercepts. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Messi. Oh, he's bustling. And Messi! And again! Oh, that's another chance! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this...
And there goes the final whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best in his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them, and he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
Schlotterbeck. Roberto Carlos. It's Bellingham. Vinicius Junior touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Messi. Mbappe. Del Piero. McAllister. Bellingham. And it's Messi. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Del Piero. And it's Del Piero. Mbappe! Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. McAllister. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Quarter of an hour played. Vinicius Junior tries to pass it through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's picked his way through. Tries a shot! And he's done it! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Madrid have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Lee Kang-in can see things, others simply cannot. Plays a sharp little ball here. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Aimed beyond the defence. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Lee Kang-in. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. And he's intervened well there. He won't be happy with that one. Madrid are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Madrid have a free kick. Mbappe has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
Well, when the ref tells you you're going to get booked next time, you should listen.
Oh, nearly. Knocks it into space. And he's... And Del Piero! Against the crossbar! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Del Piero has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Chouameni. Now Schlotterbeck. Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tries to play it through. Mbappe! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Punched away. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's fabulous. Nicely weighted ball. That's the keeper's ball. Messi, look at this, and the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. That's good defending in numbers. And no, that was never going to make it. That's an imaginative pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Roberto Carlos. He came in. Roberto Carlos. Pass somewhat off target. No way through. Can he get on the end of this? Messi has it in a wide position. Now it's Mbappe. Big chance! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Manchester United currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5, el dorsal 10.
So off we go again.
El dorsal 17.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's a little off target. Dani Olmo, and he's in on goal. Solo, and a chance! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So that's two now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Dani Olmo, and he's managed to get free. Cristiano Ronaldo. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Here's Solot. Now there's a fine, great chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And smartly reclaimed. Chouameni. And here's Sorloth. Now this could be a chance.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And it's been played through. Shapes to shoot! And it's been hooked away. And that's been won straight back. And it's Bale. Well, that has not gone well. Sorloth, given the lift of his goal. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He is through here. And he shoots! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A case now of complete control. And he's had it nicked away. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Now it's Drogba. Dani Olmo. Yamal. He's got away. Can he get it through? Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's straight offside. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, given offside once more. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Sorloth. Great vision. Now, can they get him away? And this is Drogba. And the shot! There could be trouble here. And the shot! Oh, good finish. And they are right back within touch. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Manchester United may be down, but not out just yet. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Not the most accurate pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Yamal. That is lovely from him. Can he finish? Well taken goal. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
En el minuto 77, el dorsal 11.
Madrid palpably stronger, better, superior. Now he's got space here. Floated through. Oh, he's just misjudged that one. And it's Olmo. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Roberto Carlos. And it's McAllister. Sorloth. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that's beautiful. It's Drogba! Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Wan-Bissaka. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Olmo. Roberto Carlos scooting forward. That's going across goal. And that's an excellent interception.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Oh, good line! And the keeper threw out a limb.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Solid! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best. Just eases him off the ball. Solot. No, it's come to nothing. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. Looking for the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckham. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Delivered low. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Saliba. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Manchester United desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.